All right.
Hello.
We are live here at NeverGiveUp, our little office / research center. And with me is my wife, Shawna. Miss. There's a lot of bright lights everywhere.
Yes.
But anyway, that's okay. Yeah, we do this off a webcam. That's just on a laptop. So just doing our best to try to keep everybody, informed and up to date on what we're doing and how things are going. I have a couple little speeches. Well, I guess you would say a speech. I try to be okay with those. So I want to thank the teams who have made this possible. The center, there we go. Center for ALS Research definitely at UPMC in Pittsburgh, including the research coordinators and the undergraduates, which I want to say a big thanks to. And we will list off some names with them as well. One of them happens to be, so with our undergrads, one thing I do want to say is the team at Pittsburgh is led by Dr. Brent. He's a Shawna's neurologist. Has been doing a lot of work, kind of underlying work with his research and things like that has been absolutely wonderful. And I want to give a big thanks to, as well to Harley Ritvik, I believe. Is that how you say that? What was the other one? Satvik. I think you say that properly.
I have forgotten that name. My memory is horrible. Sorry.
Was that Catalan?
Caitlin.
Or Caitlin. I'm sorry.
And Aaron.
And Aaron. Yes.
Yes.
And also the contributors, Dr. Dinelli and Lucomas. So just want to give a big thanks to everybody at the team at the UPMC research team in Pittsburgh.
Yes, thank you so much for everything you guys are doing.
Well, I've done, you guys have done a lot of careful work that make all this possible. Don't mind me, I'm kind of going back and forth. As well as Professor Fawzi at Brown University, the Eleanor and Gehrig's ALS Center at Columbia, and also the other portion of the University of Pennsylvania, the Neurodegenerative Disease Research team as well. All of you guys, have, quite honestly, with none of you guys, you guys are all what makes this happen. Without, none of this is possible without these teams and the collaboration between researchers. And, I've done my best at keeping coordination with everybody, kind of keeping communication with everybody. But you guys really make it happen. And,
yes,
we appreciate that very much. And I'm glad, people heard me. Heard NeverGiveUp.
Yes. And, with it being ALS Awareness Month, we wanted to just thank everybody that had a hand or has a hand in my case and so many other people's cases.
Most definitely. I'm quite glad that the ALS community comes together, and I'm grateful, not just glad, I am grateful to be a part of it.
Yeah.
I really am. That's our whole goal. My specific goal was out to help Shawna. And within everything that I've been able to accomplish, I've been able to do that as much as I possibly can. But my ultimate goal is to try to help everyone. As I had mentioned in the first couple videos that are on here, I wanted to be the voice, and that I am definitely.
Yes, you are.
I do my best with everything. I go 100% with everything. I'm still working. Well, we could tell them about everything else.
Well, and I just thought of it. I also want to thank Team Gleason.
Yes.
Steve, what you started has helped so many people, and you're such a huge part of the ALS community that we really want to thank you. I wouldn't have had the equipment that I needed if it wasn't for you. So a huge thank you to Steve Gleason and that entire organization of people.
Now, I do apologize. I was reading off of a screen for a minute just because I take a lot of notes so I can make sure that I get things right.
Mm-hmm. We also want to thank the ALS Association, and
yes.
There's just so many people.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot, and, I'm going to save another one for here in a moment. Is there anything, honestly, that you want to say as far as inspiration to?
My husband. You are a huge inspiration, and honestly, the biggest reason that I fight every day.
Don't listen.
You not only work 12-hour shifts, you work all day long on finding ways to help me and to help the doctors help me. You're just amazing, and I don't know what I would do without you.
Thank you for that.
You and Innervara and these researchers and doctors and professors and everybody has just given me a lot of hope recently. A lot of hope.
Well, and I definitely thank you for that very much. And I, again, thank everyone for all the help and the collaboration. That's the biggest thing. It's just bringing people together, and sharing information, collaborating with one another, bringing, different researchers from different backgrounds together. One of the things that I, know that we are trying to do, that Dr. Brent is in the process of trying to do is reclassify Shawna's variant from a VUS to an actual classified variant, which is wonderful.
It's huge.
It's a huge thing if nobody understands that. Because there are so many things out there, or so many people out there that have their variant or their diagnosis is, unclassified or, not found.
It's pretty much in limbo.
Yeah, it's unidentified. And those are unidentified because for those of you that don't know, UVS stands for unidentified variant significance. And a lot of people with rare diseases are kind of in limbo, as Shawna had said, because they don't know. And, that's one of those things that, I would love for NeverGiveUp to continue to do with all sorts of different patients that have those unidentified variants and unidentified problems, diseases, rare diseases, genes, all of those things. So unidentified variant significance is like, what is the word I'm looking for?
I don't know.
I'm not sure. See? But hey, we're live. That's okay. Discouraging. That's the word I was looking for.
It is extremely.
It's very discouraging and disappointing when people don't have answers. And, that's what all of these researchers and doctors and professors, were able to do for us. And NeverGiveUp was able to do for Shawna. And that's where, within time, I'm working my hardest. I run my own research center. It's slowly but surely growing. The biggest thing that I can be so grateful for is all the collaborators that have joined in with helping Shawna's case. And that's why we wanted to give a big thanks to all of those people, because, it means the world to her, and that's what means the world to me. So, I'm very grateful when it comes to everybody. And, instead of like sitting here reading off of a screen or a paper, I just like to be real with you guys. And, I know Shawna does too. It's something different being able to come up here and say hi to everybody that listens, and be able to inform them that the voices of people are making a difference. I've learned so much when it comes to the research side of things, along with the people side of things. And within that, makes a big, big difference. It's not in here. That's okay. Yeah, it'll go off, I'm sure. It is no big deal. Yeah, it's out there somewhere. But all of these things make a huge difference, and that's why we really wanted to give thanks to everybody. And Amira is still in the making as prototype, but within time, it's going to become something big, something bigger. So we're working on it. I'm working on it constantly every day. I'm doing more and more research every day. I want to open the span and broaden the view of what she can find and what she can do. So every day I'm working on things, and I'm experimenting. I'm doing, I don't have a wet lab, so I can't experiment with none of those things. But I am running tests and things like that. So, I can collaborate with all the researchers and things like that we're in collaboration with, to see what exactly is possible. One thing I did want to read to you guys, I wish that thing would shut.
You want me to go get it?
No. I'll go get it real quick while you have a word by yourself.
I'm just so grateful, truly, for everybody that's helped. I mean, even the people who, are subscribers, who watch, I appreciate you guys, and I hope some of what we say on here and everything can help somebody. Whether it's guiding them in the right direction or just making somebody feel like they're not alone, because that's important to know.
Most definitely. One of the things that I did want to share was another note that I took down. Well, it's not really kind of a note, but it was something that I can remind myself every day. That I'm not going to keep, sitting here and worrying about whether or not we can do things or not, because I'm going to continue to thrive. I'm going to continue to go no matter what. Actually, I don't have to read that. I wrote it. I don't have restrictions. I don't need anybody's approval, and so I'm going to continue to thrive. I'm going to continue to do everything that I can for everybody, because the thing about it is, I don't give up and I don't stop. There's a lot of days that I run 22 hours a day and I keep moving.
No joke.
Because it's very important to me, and it's a passion that I'm not going to give it up for nothing, because she is my passion, and that's what fuels everything. And I won't let her down. And I will, because I look at it this way: nothing is impossible. And that leads me into exactly that, last thing that I wanted to touch base on, because I want to give a big thanks to all of the things that Target ALS does. There's been a lot of things, a lot of people, that's underlying, because they're more into, I wouldn't say they're more into, but they're a lot into the research side and making sure that things are happening. Their ecosystem is wonderful with the way they work things. And I want to give a big thanks to Dan Doctoroff. After I was able to learn a lot more, like I said, I was new to the ALS community. So, I'm learning more and more as I go. And Dan Doctoroff is a real inspiration to a lot of people, and to me personally, because I deliberately disrupt, I think is the words that they used. It's kind of how they work, and I'm right there with them, because there's no reason why not to. Nothing's impossible. And the quote, well, not quote, I will quote him, because I have a lot of hope, and I run on faith. And I look at it this way, and one of the things that Dan Doctoroff had said was, what keeps him going is he is grounded by hope. And I admire that very, very much. So we're not going to keep you too long. I am going to give you one quote, though, to kind of, my wife had to write it down on the refrigerator just so
It was a good one.
Continue to look at it. For everybody out there, let me make sure I say it right.
Do I need to go get the phone?
No. I'm sure I do. We're going to do that. I've done that. A man that walks with no fear walks in God's faith. That's what it was. A man that walks with no fear walks in God's faith. just remember that when you're down or things aren't going right. And trust me, we know that sometimes some things happen and they're just out of control, out of your hands, out of control. But don't stress about it.
God's got you.
Yeah. So when you walk in God's faith, just when you get upset about something or discouraged or disappointed, just say, look, you know what? I have faith, and I'm going to let faith guide me. I think that's all I got for today. Anything you want to add to that, my beautiful?
Yeah, actually. I want to mention my mom. It's ALS Awareness Month, and that woman, tough as nails. She had ALS. She passed away at 44 years old back in 2000, right before Christmas. But I want to mention her, and she played a part on what is going on today with research and everything. And so has so many people that have passed away from this disease. They've all played a part in getting to where we're at today. But Mom, I thank you. I love you and I miss you. Yeah, I think that's it. I had to mention her.
Most definitely. I was waiting for it.
I say the best for her. It's my mama.
All right, well, everybody, y'all, happy ALS Awareness Month. And don't forget to like, subscribe, share.
Educate yourselves and educate others.
Yep. I'm going to try. I've been trying to make sure that we post some updates each week on different things that are going on in the ALS research world. So I try to keep up to date with those. I get news feeds all the time, so I just try to keep all the important things that I see. And I'm trying to push that on a once a week basis. Nobody hold me to it yet. I'm always busy, so I'm really trying. So today it was great because we were able to make time. I was able to make time.
Yeah, I always have time.
Yeah.
I have nothing but time.
So on that note, you guys have a happy ALS Awareness Month.
Have a good weekend.
And again, don't forget to like, subscribe,
and share.
Y'all having fun now.
You hear?